Hello angels, and welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm going to show you a little bit of Halloween makeup. Now it's not special effects or great theatrical makeup, but it's some nice everyday wears, or not so everyday, that you can wear for Halloween. And I'm going to be using this one, tried and true OG, as you can tell by the packaging. It is my Morphe 3502. And I think it's a great palette because it has lots of oranges. And we're going to be using a lot of these colors over here today and create a fun Halloween look for you. Also, while being a little bit dark and vampy. So if you want to see how I did that, stay tuned. Alrighty, as always, I have applied all of my skincare and have my skin ready to apply primer, which I do use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and this one is the moisturizing one with squalene. And again, I said it in one of my last videos that I do recommend this tool because it is a great tool for applying your Poreless Putty Primer, so that way you don't add bacteria to your product. Comes with a spoolie that you can keep clean. Scrape out exactly what you need and apply it to the areas in which you need. And the brush allows you to blend it out. And I do that by just gently pressing. I do live in South Florida, so that the temperature can get somewhat staggering in the summertime. And I'm going to apply it to up here on my lids. As I have emphasized before, that is the most delicate skin on your entire body. Alright, now that that is all applied, I'm going to go ahead and get my eyelids prepped and primed and ready for makeup application. I always use just a little bit of concealer. I don't use eyeshadow primer, but there's lots available on the market nowadays. Great. If you know of one, feel free to leave it down in the comment section and I will give it a try. Going with the 3502 palette, not to be confused with the 350, which was the first one that Morphe came out with, which does have some beautiful colors, and we might go to it, but I found that this one has a lot more shimmers. None of my makeup goes unused. I can't say that. You can see that this one has a lot more range of deeper, darker colors, and that's what I wanted to focus on today. So, start off with a good base by using a good transition color, something neutral, so that all of the other colors blend into it easier. In the palette over here, and these do have names on this palette, which I liked, and that one is Universal. Great name. This mirror, which is a little bit smaller and it's a little less intrusive in my video. Hope this helps. As always, when you're working with that transition area, it is this area right here. And I'm going to kind of outline it. It's just slightly above the crease. So just by outlining that, you can see it's the area slightly above the crease. My crease is right about here since I have hooded eyelids. You can see my crease is just a little bit lower. So we're going to apply that universal color right to that area, just above the crease. Even the neutrals in this palette seem to have a little bit of an orange tint to them, hence being 350. I'm not sure if I did a look previously on my Instagram with this. I have a lot of looks. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it is Angels Makeup Mayhem, and I do have lots of different looks. This one I did that was kind of Halloween inspired, but it was called Pumpkin Spice. I thought it was kind of cute, with the darker, vampier colors smoked out with that orange. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a process. You're going to see 505 brush, nice tapered brush. I'm going to continue to apply that universal color. So above that transition area and just blending it upwards a little bit. And that's going to soften it so you don't have any harsh lines. Now that we have that transition color all applied, we're going to go into the orange, and I think I want to start with a lighter colored orange, so I'm going to go a little bit around here. I think that color is the Blaze, so going right here. And you can kind of do what I did. Morphe has come out where they have their shadow colors on a paper that's on top of it. And I just take it and I tape it to the back area so that I know what colors I'm using. So starting with a blaze, we're going to go above, almost on top of that transition color. See how easily that blends once you go ahead and apply that transition color. That's all of colors on top of it are going to apply much more smooth. So what we're going to kind of do is, what I have in mind is starting out with the lighter colors and going darker as I get down to my eyelid. It's going to be a little bit darker. Back into that universal transition color and just soften up the edges on. Alright, so now that our first color is applied, I want to go into a little bit darker color and have it start with that soft orange and just go darker as I go down. Two is going to be this one. And that one is right next to a blaze. It's called Heat. And using the same brush, I just clean it off a little bit. Just using a damp towel. Just wipe it right on there. Go into Heat. And we're going to almost apply that to the crease area, or just above. Alright, and you can see where we're kind of going with this. It's a little bit darker as we go down. A little bit more on this arm. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use this color right here and mix some brown in with it, just to darken it up a little bit. Maybe one of these two, 3, just to darken it up just a little bit. Now you're going to see how it's really going to come through with those darker colors showing off the crease area. And you can see it better with my eye closed. Remember what I say, trust the process. It's going to come out okay. Brush a little bit, and next I'm going to go into a darker color and really pump up that crease area. So I'm just going to go, let's see. These are still very orange for me, so I want to go into a deeper brown, maybe over here. And that color is called Toast. Use a little bit more tapered brush so you can see I can kind of get into that crease area a little bit better and darken it up. I usually add like a shimmer to the lid. I don't think I'm going to do that this time. If I do, I'm going to use the color. If you have this palette, look at it. It's called Sauce. So it's a very orangey shimmer. Just going to apply a little bit of concealer to the eyelid. Poof. So that just kind of smooths out the eyelid a little bit. Especially if you're going to be applying shimmery colors, you want the eyelid really smooth because shimmers will really show texture. So if you're a mature lady, like myself, we stay away from shimmers on the entire eyelid. It's best to go with more matte colors up higher, and then if you want to apply a shimmer, just do that on the eyelid area. It's usually my tip. So I want it to be a little bit darker, a little bit vampier, so we're going to go with the black in this palette, and I'm going to just darken that up just a little bit, and I'll even mix it with a little bit of muddy. What's the name of it? So I'm going almost on the eyelid itself. And you see how I got that skipping right there? That's where it's important to blend your eyeshadows. You don't just put it on there and leave it. Really blend those colors out and take your time. It takes a couple minutes. Key is to hold your head back so that your eyelid is nice and smooth, especially if you have heavily hooded eyes like myself. Use the shape of your brush to your advantage. If your brush is more tapered like this one, you'll be able to get more into the crease area with it. So again, if you notice a little bit of that skipping on the inner corner of your eye, just take your time and just work those colors into that, but just gently pressing a little bit. See the depth of like really making that crease defined with that dark color. I cannot do a cut crease, unfortunately, because you can see my eyelid comes over my eyelid so much that when I open my eye, my lid almost disappears. But I can apply a little bit of concealer just to make that eyelid area pop. And I'm gonna do that just with a little dot. Once we've got all the shadows applied, we're gonna use a clean brush to kind of smoke everything out and soften it up just a little bit. I still have my eye sort of closed. It's gonna look like I'm sleeping on a little bit. But I'm gonna go into that shimmery color, which was called Sauce. It's this one right here. And I'm going to apply it to the outer, where the outer V is going in. And as with all shimmer colors, I just apply it with my fingertip, just because that works best for me. This is why this palette was so wanted by everyone. The colors are just so vibrant. Now, if you got that a little bit in the black, that's okay. We're going to smoke and blend everything out once it's all applied. So trust the process. If you think it looks janky at first, don't panic. Think I want a little bit more of a gold color in the inner corner, going toward this darker orange. So we're going to go with, and Morphe golds, some of the best golds you'll buy. I swear I have so many eyeshadows. These are some of the best golds. Like that gold, when you apply it, it looks just like liquid gold. It's amazing. So we're gonna go into this color. It's called Pure. And like I said, even you can see it's a well-used color. So we're going to apply that on the inner part of the eyelid, blending it in with that other orange. So what I did is I just applied that gold shimmer color and just smoothly blended it in with that orange. Bam. Continue doing the rest of my face makeup, and then we're going to come back to the eyes to do a little darkness in the under eye and make it really dark and vampy. So if you want to see how I apply my makeup, stay tuned. Time to hold my breath and do my eyebrows. Alright, angels, the brows are done. And wow. We're going to go back to working on the other eye, the under eye that I told you about. So I applied that eyeliner. It's nice and set. You can set it with a little bit of black eyeshadow, but I wear contact lenses and I have a real problem with doing that, so I don't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little tight line brush. I use this one a lot. So I'm going to go into the black on the palette, and I'm just going to line the under eye. Kind of thick, but not like super thick, because we're going to blend this out with a little bit of the orange. And now that the under eye is lined, I'm going to smoke it out with an orange color. I think I'm going to use that original color, the Ablaze, and just smoke it out under. Alright, angels, the makeup is all applied. I'm going to go ahead, find a nice vampy lip color, do my eyelashes, i.e. curl and mascara. I don't do lashes that much. I think you can look back at one of my other videos where I did the magnetic lashes, and those were cool. I still have them somewhere. I just don't know where. So I'm going to go ahead, take a quick break, and come back with the finished look. Be right back. Nice fun Halloween look. Give me an idea for another video. Don't say Cruella de Vil. Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Who cares? So for the lips, I just used a little bit of this Maybelline lip vinyl to outline my lips because the brush is very precise, and I filled it in with a little Hank & Henry. This is their matte lipstick in the name L-O-V-E. I love the packaging on this. It's like a switchblade for your lipstick. It has glitter on the outside, but there's not much glitter in the actual lipstick, and just the most smooth color. But that's what I filled my lips in with. Got the look, just a little everyday going to the grocery store kind of thing. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, click that bell notification so you're notified every single time I upload a video. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or want to know what type of products I used for any part of this video. Leave that down below. I'll thank you. I'll thank you very much. They will stain your eyelid.
You can't record me without my consent.
You called me.
I know. I called you to say stupid shit.
Okay. Then I won't record it.
Yeah. Alright. Have fun.
I know it looks like I'm drinking dirty water. I'm really not.